Kalimera, Kalispera, whatever time you are watching, this is Mappa. It's our second one for the week. I'm Stel, I've got Thassos here, and down here, Manu Garcia. Manu, how you doing?
Kalimera, how are you?
Hola Gala File, hola Gala. You speak some Greek, yes?
Only some words. I try to learn. I was learning some of them in this last pre-season with my CYPRUS guys, but only words, only short words. Yeah.
But the language, the words nearly the same as Spanish, no?
Some of them, yes. Some of them, yes. And they say to me that for them Spanish was easy to learn. Okay, for me, I didn't understand anything when they spoke in Greek. But yes, I try to at least the Kalimera, Kala, Kala, the typical words at the beginning of the day, no? With them, yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Well, Manu, what we do with every guest, we always ask them, you tell us about when you were a boy, when you were growing up, your life, the city, your family maybe, playing football, your everything you can tell us, or what you would like to tell us.
Yes, okay. I am a normal child from the north of Spain, from the Basque Country, where there is a huge culture of football, big teams. Real Sociedad, Athletic Bilbao are maybe the most famous. But okay, in my city, the best team, the team of the city is ALAVES. Okay, maybe it's in a second step. If we compare it with Real Sociedad, with Athletic the club, but okay, the last years for us in ALAVES were really amazing, really good, and since I remember, my father took me to the stadium. No, Lizarroza is the stadium of ALAVES, and I remember with my cousin and my parents there in the stadium every weekend. Then I was a normal child. I grew up here in my city in Vitoria. I started to play football when I was 7-8 years old, something like that, with my friends in the school. Here we are used to playing football in the school with the classmates. Also, all together we play together in a football extrascolar hours. It's said, okay, activities. And there I started with my friends, and soon Real Sociedad appeared in my life, and I had the choice to go there, to go to San Sebastian, to the Real Sociedad Academy when I was 13 years old. And there, well, for me it was like a game, nothing professional. I was so young. But I had to leave my city when I was 15, because the first 2 years I went by car twice a week to play the game, to some trainings. But I lived here in my city in Vitoria. It's 100 kilometers, something like that, 1 hour by car. But then when I was 15, I had to decide to go there. And okay, it was hard that time. But for me now is one decision we made that was the best for me. I grew up so fast because I was so young. I had to stay out of home without my friends, without my parents. But Real Sociedad is amazing if you talk about the progress of the kids. And that's it. I started to play there 8 years. I was really close to the first team. I was in the second team 3 years. I did a great season. I finished with 10 goals. I was Pichichi in that team. Pichichi is the most scorer, yeah?
Top goal scorer, yes.
Of the team, yes, top scorer. And okay, I didn't have the choice to join the first team, and I started to play in the third category of Spain. It's a hard category, okay. It's a good league, good players, and I played in very good teams around my city, all of them, more or less. I had the chance, okay, to go to second division team. Girona was in second division, but in 1 month I was not ready, and they said to me, okay, you will go on loan in the preseason, and it was like my second big bad moment in football. No, the first one was when I saw many of my teammates going up to the first team of Real Sociedad, and I didn't. And then when I went to second division professional football, okay, in Catalonia, Girona, it was a good team for me, okay, good options. But in 1 month, they say to you, okay, you are not ready, we need another player, you will go on loan. And well, at that time, I went to a third division team here close to San Sebastian. We achieved to promote the promotion. I was on loan from Eibar that time. Eibar lost the category, went from second division to third division, and I had to go with them again in third division. So it was the second time I was so close to the professional football. And well, finally I stayed in Eibar. I played good there also. I went to Logroñés, another team here, 1 hour from my city. All of them are teams in third division, but good teams. All the years we were playing for promotion in the top places of the league. And finally, something happened. It was that my under 18 coach in Real Sociedad signed in ALAVES in my team. And he knew me perfectly, and he said, okay, Manu, if you are ready, it's your time to come back home. Do you want to go to ALAVES? And I said, of course. It was like a miracle for me. And there started the most beautiful trip of my life, from third division to first division, 2 promotions. I scored the goal of the promotion game, we can say, to La Liga. And then the first year we arrived to the final of the cup. Something really, really huge for the team and for me as a child from Vitoria, arriving to ALAVES, to La Liga, fighting with the best teams of the world, of Spain. And it was so amazing. And well, the trip finished like everything in football. And this chance to go to Cyprus appeared the last summer. I knew something about Cyprus because I have many friends there. Some of them, most of them in AEK, okay. And finally we went there, and for us also was a very difficult decision, but now we are so happy about our time there. And more or less, this is the sum up of my trip in football, in life, because it's like I am 36 years old now, and I began this trip when I was 13, so 23 years following the ball, I say, no? Following the ball.
So when you were a child, when you were a boy, which footballers did you admire? Who were your heroes?
Okay, when I was a child, ALAVES was in third division, no? So I loved ALAVES striker. It was called Manolo Serrano. It was really fast. And okay, but many of my classmates liked Barcelona, Ronaldo, I don't know, Real Madrid, Hugo Sánchez, this La Quinta del Buitre maybe. Yes, something like this. I remember, but I remember that I liked ALAVES, and I suffered about ALAVES, and every weekend I play with my cousin. Okay, I am Serrano, you are Codina. Okay, the players of ALAVES. No one, you of course doesn't know about them, but okay, they were important for us. And then I had the chance some years later to be teammate with some of them, which were my idols, and I have now a good relationship with them. They are my friends.
Now, Manu, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have made the most appearances for Alaves. Is that true?
The second one.
Second most.
The second
yeah.
one. Yes,
I mean,
the second
that's
one.
a really good achievement, no? That's very good.
Yes. Let's see. Here in Vitoria, in my city, there are not many players from Vitoria who are joining Alaves. And the one who got this, the ones who got this, didn't have a long career inside the club, because yes, the club has many good moments and bad moments, but not long good moments, we can say. And okay, for me it was like I said, like something I dreamed, from third division to the final of the cup, all the years with good feelings, good endings of the season. We achieved everything. Okay, the last years we suffered a lot not to be relegated, but when we achieved to stay in La Liga, it was like a trophy for me. And yes, I was lucky. I was lucky because yes, the other guys were there with me. There is another one from Vitoria, but most of them are from other cities, or the best player who played, or the most appearances player, is an Argentinian guy, Astudillo, who was amazing in this Alaves, who arrived to the final of the UEFA Cup.
That was at the 5-4 against Liverpool in 2001. Yeah. I remember that one. But the thing is, with Alaves, there's a little link with Cyprus Alaves, because obviously you played in Cyprus, but also a player called Magno, the Brazilian Magno.
Yeah.
He was at Omonia and AEK.
He was in Omonia. I didn't know.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Magno Moselim was at Omonia for 4 years, and then AEK Larnaca afterwards.
Really? I know about my friend Íñigo Calderón, who played 1 year in Arososis, and the same Andrea Orlandi, who played with him. These are the guys who I know that they passed in Alaves, and then they went to Cyprus. And as I said, I have many friends in AEK, because from Real Sociedad atmosphere, people, many of them went to AEK, no? Murillo, Mikel González, Imanol Idiáquez, Toño Ramírez, all of them were teammates with me. And then, of course, another Spanish players, but maybe they weren't teammates, my teammates.
Well, you mentioned Andrea Orlandi, and after you and I spoke last night, I sent him a WhatsApp, and he said to me, he said to me, when you left Alaves, you were the captain, you were the leader, you know, and when you left, it's like the club struggled to find the leader to replace you. Like almost they didn't have a strong leader there that could fix the team on the pitch. Did you see that yourself? That maybe you leaving? Maybe...
Okay, I have to say that when I was inside this dressing room, I felt a lot about Alaves. For me, it was the most important thing in my life, no? So I fought all I could for the club, because it was part of me. It is part of me. Last year was hard. The last years of Alaves in La Liga were difficult. Okay, when COVID appears, we lost a lot without our people, because our people is amazing in the stadium, and we suffer a lot not to arrive to our objectives. And yes, last year was very hard for Alaves. I was there in Cyprus watching all the games. I watched suffering my teammates, my friends, and I don't know. Sometimes I say to my wife, wow, we are here in Cyprus, better for us, because living this inside the club, inside Alaves, would have been really, really hard for us in our personal life, because when years passes, that I thought, okay, wow, I want to finish my time in ALAVES with something good. I don't want to leave a relegation, nothing like this, because it would be very, very hard. And I'm lucky about this, okay? Because all the years I finished with the best feelings inside the club. And last year was hard, okay? But it's the real situation of ALAVES, no? We are a medium club in Spain, okay, with amazing fans, but we have to fight a lot if we want to progress, to arrive to the level of Real Sociedad or Athletic Club, okay? But we have the most important, in my opinion, is that we have many fans and one city behind us. And okay, ALAVES now is in second division, but they are doing a great season and they have real chances to arrive to La Liga again.
Manu, I need to ask you about 2016. Do you remember this year, 2016?
Tell me.
You scored a goal at the Calderón against Atletico Madrid, and then you scored against Real Madrid.
Yes, that was my first year in first division, 30 years old. Okay, I was not a young guy, and yes, I remember the first time in Vicente Calderón. Now this stadium is not there. They will be create their houses, and okay, I remember like okay, it will be a good place to make my debut in La Liga in first division, but it would be hard to get some points. And yes, the game was very difficult for us. We were really lucky during the game, but in the minute something 85 or something like that, Ameiros scored one penalty, and in the minute 93 something like this, one long ball, I got the ball and I scored with my right leg from outside the box to Oblak. I said it is not possible, and it was a great time for me, great memories, of course. And that was an amazing year. That many young players, many players without experience in La Liga, we create a group, an amazing group, and we arrived to the final of the cup, and we were okay, close. We fought against a big Barca with Neymar, Messi, Luis Suarez, Iniesta, Piqué, a great Barca. Yeah.
So if I say to you 2018, what happened in 2018?
I don't know, the goal against Real Madrid, something like that.
Or the 1-0 in injury time. You score the winner.
Yeah, the same. I was lucky about that. Many people remember this goal because it was, okay, Real Madrid is a huge team. And for us, like ALAVES, is I think only twice we won him at home. Yeah. And yes, in the last minute, I were on the bench. I got into the pitch in the minute 75, something like that. And in the last minute, there was a second ball there into the box, and I scored again. And wow, it was crazy with the fans. It's not my best goal. Everybody said, "Oh, your goals, okay." This in Calderón, okay, and everybody says Real Madrid, and I said, "Well, it was good for the people because we were really happy. We were leaders of the league at that time." But for me, I have better moments, more special when we were fighting for the promotion or yes, like this, more than this. But everybody remembers this because it's like Real Madrid is huge and everything is bigger when Real Madrid is in. Yeah.
Manu, I need to ask you about two players who people talk about being the best of all time, Messi and Ronaldo. You've played against both of them. What I need to know, as someone that has been on the same pitch as them, they're human beings. They bleed, they're human. But as a player against them, what makes them stand out? What makes them like, whoa, what who are these guys? Are they aliens?
Well, both of them are amazing. Like you feel that you are lower level than them everywhere and everything. If you try to jump, you jump less than them. You try to run, less than them. Everything. I remember the first time against Ronaldo, my first games in La Liga, and at the beginning of the game, I tried to go against him like so fast, hard. He arrives easily, earlier than me, and false kick and close to a yellow card because it was the first minute and the referee says, "Okay, relax." But when you don't know how fast they are, how good players they are, top players, you think you can fight with them, and it's like you cannot. You have to work with your teammates, trying to help each other to make them less dangerous. I remember that also with Messi. Maybe I tried him not to receive the ball. Maybe I left another player to kick to the goal because I don't want him to pass Messi, because if Messi takes the ball, you have a problem. But okay, when you play against them, you don't realize, okay, these are the best of the world. You try to fight and you try to lose your respect against them. But okay, now you can see them, you see the highlights, the matches, and you say, well, it's unbelievable to be in the same pitch with these guys.
Yeah, but look, you've played against some other fantastic players. Obviously, Varane, Sergio Ramos, Piqué. Was Puyol? Did you play against Puyol as well?
Yes, but in a cup, some years before.
Yes, and Xavi, Iniesta, all these players.
Yes, Neymar, Griezmann, from Atletico Madrid, also big players from Valencia. Okay, I think there are 4, 5, 6 teams in Spain that you really feel that they are by far better than you. Okay, at home maybe you can fight with them, and when you go abroad, you go out, you say that we will suffer today.
Yeah, I can imagine. Thassos, have you got any questions so far, my friend?
No, I'm just listening, I'm absorbing everything and listening to the stories. I'm just here to be. I'm the audience. I'm here to.
He's the audience,
yeah, just to listen. It's great.
So Manu, I know at Alaves you played alongside some players like Yuri Yarashik. I don't know if you remember him, the Czech midfielder. I think he was playing defense at the time. I think he came from Chelsea. I think he was at Chelsea. Obviously Tejero, who's at Anorthosis now. Who else? Victor Camarasas at Cardiff. Teo Hernandez. He's at Milan at the moment. But then there's other players like Bojan, who came through Barcelona's academy. We know about him. And ENZO Zidane, Zinedine Zidane's son. Now, I'm not sure if you guys had the conversation with the boy, but how much pressure was he under to be? It's a big name, like Jordi Cruyff was at Alaves. Johan Cruyff's son, Enzo Zidane. It's big pressure, no?
Yes, okay. He was an amazing guy, like so normal, and I think this is a good thing. We talk about his parents' education, and I said to Enzo, okay, wow, your father is the boss, It's amazing, and he said, wow, yes, it's so good, okay, but he was so humble. He was a good guy. He tried to work hard. Okay, he didn't arrive in a good moment maybe to Alaves. We started that league really bad, and he only stayed 6 months with us. He played 6 months with us, but I have him like a friend. I can call him sometimes, and I, of course, being the son of Zidane, okay, it will be really good. But as you said, in football, I think it opens some doors, but also a lot of pressure on you. Everybody thinks that you will be really good, and maybe you have to do your trip, to do your path, and maybe you need more time that people think. But yes, it was a good teammate, and now it's a friend. and I remember to go that year in the second round. I got inside the dressing room of Real Madrid because I want to say to his father, okay, your son is really amazing. I think it's good for you to know. And he was like surprised. I didn't want to say hello, Zinedine, you are the boss. No, we lost, and I have the goalkeeper coach was my goalkeeper coach in Real Sociedad, and I said I want to say this to Zidane. Do you think I can get inside? And he said, yeah, come on. And I went inside, and I said, your son is amazing. You have to be happy and glad about this.
Oh, that's nice. What did he say? What did he say?
Oh, thank you, Maz. Okay, Manu, I know about you because you are friends, and nothing more. Thank you, and good luck in the rest of the season. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, I know you played for Sociedad, which you mentioned. There's players like Laramendi that was there, and there was a young player who I remember. Do you remember Championship Manager, the computer game, the management computer game? Yeah, there was a player called OSKITZ ESTEFANIA. Have I said the name right?
OSKITZ. Yeah, OSKITZ.
I always bought him on Championship Manager, and he was brilliant. But I never see him play in Sociedad.
No, okay. OSKITZ. 2 days ago, I stayed with him in San Sebastian. We are close friends. It's true. Okay, he left football when he was 27. He was really unlucky. I think 2 or 3 ACL in the knee. And in bad moments, okay, and maybe 15 years ago when this injury was harder or more difficult to recover. But I say it always the same. When I joined Real Sociedad, I was 13 and he was there, and he was playing with 1 year more players, okay, in the next team, and he was like all the balls for him. And I remember that Barcelona wants him that time, and he decided to stay in Real Sociedad. And for me, this OSKITZ ESTEFANIA and Markel Vergara, who played many years in Real Sociedad and then in Getafe, was the best players of our age. And okay, he made the debut with 17 years old in Real Sociedad, and he played good some games. And in that pre-season, he got injured the first time, and from that moment everything was more difficult for him. But I have some videos like Messi nowadays. But okay, it was fast. It was good with the ball. Many goals. I remember in one competition here with the best teams of Spain, Nike Cup. Okay, I don't know. Yeah. It was like special for us because we were fighting with another good teams, Espanyol, Sevilla, not only our place teams, we can say, and we tried to put the ball close to OSKITZ because if he gets the ball, it's close to be goal. Yeah, OSKITZ. He was unlucky, and this is that what makes me feel happy and grateful about my football life, yeah, because it's not easy to be happy in this sport. In this life is also hard, and there are many bad moments, and people who have bad moments, and his life is not the beautiful we saw on Instagram or Twitter, no? When everything seems to be beautiful. Yeah.
That's right. So, Manu, I need to ask you about going to Cyprus. Aris, Limassol, they've just been promoted, if I'm not mistaken. How did you end up in Cyprus? You know, you from La Liga to...
Yes, so let's see. When ALAVES said to me, okay, Manu, this is finished. We think about you for the future, everywhere you want in the club, but we think that is the moment to find another player in your position. Your time is finished. Well, it was like a shock for me because, okay, the feelings I had and the information I had inside the club was that I would continue one more year. So it was like in one day I finished the season, and 2 days later it was I am out of ALAVES. Okay, at that moment, the first week was, I remember all the week, 2 or 3 years, mostly crying. What will we do in the future? Okay, our life, my wife, our boy, my family. Okay, and that time I thought about, okay, I want to play in La Liga in another club. I had played 30 games that year. 50-50 from the bench or on the first 11, more or less. And I said, okay, maybe I have chances in another club. But the transfer windows was also hard for me. Like, okay, no chance in first division. Maybe if I would wait, I will have any option at the end of the transfer window, but no chances. And some chances in second division, good teams. But at the beginning of the summer, I said, okay, no, I want first division. And when I wanted to go to second division, these teams, they said to me, no place for you now, Manu. At the beginning, we wanted you, but now the situation is other one. And this option of Cyprus appears really soon. Okay, one day, my phone, one WhatsApp. Okay, I am an agent, Christos, an agent from Cyprus. Would you like to play here? And I said, okay, I know about Cyprus League, okay, but really it's not on my mind to go there now. Okay, man, okay, wait, if during the summer, do you think you want to come? Tell me. 2-3 weeks later, he wrote me again. Man, what do you think about this? And I said, the same. I am waiting for Spanish first division teams or second division teams. Okay, but okay, Aris wants you. And I said, okay, say them to send me an offer. Okay, and that night I had an offer. In the afternoon, I had a conversation with Pablos, the sport director, and Mr. Nick, okay, the president. They were in precision in Poland, I think. And with my bad English, because it was worse than now, okay, they explained to me the project, okay, and I said, okay. But really, on my mind was not going to Cyprus at that moment. But okay, 1 week later, something like that, my agents here in Spain said to me, Manu, maybe it's a good chance for you. We have many players there. The league is good. Think about it. And it was for me, okay, maybe I have to think about this. And I started to call all I can, everybody I could that I have in my phone that they passed in Cyprus. They played there, or they are there, or they met somebody who is there. And I spoke with Pantic, ex-AEL, Sito Riera, ex-AEL, and now one of my best friends. Gastañaga, now in Carmetisa, who played in AEL, is the Academy of Real Sociedad also. Which more? Mikel González, of course. Pablos, the sports director, sent me the numbers of 2 or 3 players from Aris. And everything I received from Cyprus was very good. Very good. Calderon, of course. I stayed with him here in Vitoria. Manu, do you have the chance to go to Cyprus? Go there. Go there. And his wife said to me, really, to Cyprus? Our best year in our life. Go there. And okay, we started to think, maybe it's a good option for us. And okay, with many taps, okay, we made the package, and we said, okay, we are leaving at 4 o'clock here to take the flight. And we closed the door like, wow, where are we going? And me and my family, my wife and the kid, we went there. It was difficult and hard at the beginning, but nowadays I would say that is one of my best decisions, and I have many friends, and we think that we will go back. We don't know when, but we feel this.
Yeah, you might go back as a coach. Could be coaching.
Yes, we don't know. I don't know what I am going to do in the future. I know it will be around the ball, okay, around football. I try to learn. Okay, I went to the university and doing coaching lessons, the cards, okay, yes, I don't know how to say in English. Yes, everything about the sports direction I am learning. I try to learn around football because I don't have it clear that I want to be coach. No, I want to be sport director. No, I want to be general director. But I know that it will be around football. And yes, we say why not? Maybe this summer we have the chance to go there again. And we would like because we have many friends and our memories there are amazing. Yeah.
Excellent. So you mentioned the meeting you had with the president of Aris, and you mentioned a project. Now, we have seen Aris grow in 2 years. They have gone from being promoted to qualifying for the Conference League to now challenging for the title. But it's not just the success on the pitch that we've seen. Thassos and I, we see the Aris marketing, the social media, the everything as a package. The club is now, well, it's a brand as well. And I think they are doing very, very well. You know, for Cyprus, which is very old fashioned in how they think about things from, as I said, marketing to media, Aris are up here, you know? So when the project was mentioned to you about football, what do you remember being spoken about? What did they talk about? Maybe challenging for the title in maybe 5 years or 3 years? Do you remember?
Okay, Mr. Nick, the owner, the president, wants to win the league. He said to me, "We want to be the best, and we think we can arrive there, and I want to do as soon as possible." And I said, "Okay, but you have just come from second division. You have 2 big teams in your city. It's not easy." And but he dreams this, and he's thinking that he wants, and if he wants, he's fighting for it. And okay, he was enthusiastic about this idea, and as I said, also Mr. Paulos, the sports director, I think he's maybe more realistic at the beginning, that he knows that football needs some time. But yes, they are doing amazing. Okay, last season was amazing for us. Many good teams, we defeat them. Amazing derbies against Apollon, I remember. Big games, yes, during the season. And this last game in Papadopoulos, with Anorthosis fighting for this 4th place of the league for the conference qualification. Yeah. Wow. So it is amazing. From second division to this is very difficult, and I think they know. Okay, they want more, but they know that what they are achieving is real difficult. There is Paphos that it took 5 years to arrive to the playoffs. I think last year was the first. Yeah, and now yes, they are doing also a great season this year. But okay, they have more time, 6 years with these owners, no? And okay, I think in football you need this time if you want to create something solid that gives you this happiness, these big trophies or these big winnings. But I think they are in the good way, and the most important is if Mr. Nix is there during more years, and I think he will. And the club is growing. They want to grow with the academy. They want to grow with people, with fans, and they are doing all of this marketing like the marketing they are doing there is similar to the marketing I have here in Spain in La Liga. Okay, and yes, I think they are doing a really good season because it's not easy being there. Second year in a row in playoffs, and let's see, because now the playoffs I think will be very tough. But they are fighting and they are enjoying the season, and they are making a step by step a good progress. Yeah.
100%, 100%. I need to ask about the owner of the club. Was he ever around? Because you see many owners of football clubs always in the picture. They're always at the stadiums, always. But the Aris owner, you never seem to see him. I think that's a very good thing because he lets the people below him do what they need to do. He doesn't interfere. Okay, he makes decisions, but effectively he's put the money there and he said, right, I trust you guys with the money. You do what you need to do. Make this club great.
Yes, okay. For me, Mr. Nick was like a friend last year there because, as I said, the beginning for us there in the city was really hard. Okay, we had bad moments, like we didn't find our space in Limassol. Football was really different. You have to adapt to a new football, new culture, everything. And it was hard. And Mr. Nick supported me like a father, we can say. Yes, these first months. Pablos and Mr. Nick, I called them, okay, we are not in a good moment. We are thinking maybe of leaving. And he said, okay, Manu, don't worry, take your time, think about this, but we will support you, whatever you decide. And it was like, okay, a shock for me, because if you say this here, after seeing the contract, you say, okay, no, you have to adapt. You are Aris player, and no, they gave me this freedom, and for me it was like okay, maybe we have to answer this guy with our attitude and trying to do our best. And from that moment I had a good relationship with him. I wrote him regularly when the games happen, when they won, when they lose. I try to keep in touch with him, with many ex-teammates there, with Pablos, with many friends. And he was really close with us. Maybe it's not close, or you cannot see him in media, maybe, okay, on the newspapers, on the TV, okay. But he was really close with us. He tried to speak with us every week in the group, and even also personally. And I think he's enjoying the most this season. No, he has something in his mind, like hey, I think I can do it, and he's doing it. And I am very happy because okay, he's putting his money here, but he's making people happy. Yeah, there are some people there in Limassol like remember the big Aris, okay, the historic Aris. In the 90s, 80s, 90s, yeah, I think. And these people is coming back again to Chillo, now to Alpha Mega, and enjoying the game. And you can see the emotion in his faces when we won a pole on the derby, when we arrived this against Anorthosis to Europe, the celebration. Okay, maybe, of course, Apollon and AEK are big clubs in the city, in Cyprus. But Aris is doing his job. And this is because of Mr. Nick.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the club. You know, I support Omonia. That's my team in Cyprus. But
Yep.
I think Aris, they're doing things properly. You know, you have many clubs in Cyprus that have a president who sacks managers, sacks them, 4 or 5 managers a season. They make decisions, strange decisions. But Aris look like they have a structure. And I think that's the only way you can be successful, not just in Cyprus, but in football in general. If the club does not have a structure, then there's no chance of success.
Yes, I need Aris needs time, okay, to create this structure, to have more people inside the club, more fans. Okay, it's not easy to create a club from nothing, from second division, without people, without the structures. In second division, Aris will have how many people working there? I don't know. So you need some years, not even one season, some seasons to create this club, to create club. I think the best of Nick is that he trusts a lot on the people he has around him. Okay, and he let them work. Of course, last year we have LIASOS, the coach. Okay, one time he decided, okay, we need a change. He brought SHPILEVSKY. and now he thinks SHPILEVSKY is the best. He has to work. You have the responsibility. I will support you, and I think it's a good way. Okay, you have to have a sports direction, general direction, sports direction, who is taking the decisions. Okay, you are the president, but you have to have people around you working, specialists, and the last decision, of course, is yours. But you have to trust on them, and I think Nick is doing this.
So Manu, I've got one more question before Thassos asks his questions. In terms of the quality of the Cypriot League, obviously you'd never played there before. You'd spoken to your friends who were there or they had played there, and I'm sure they told you about the quality. But you being on those pitches like, the Tsirio and, the Gazibi, and you see the different surfaces, the way the grass is cut, or maybe certain things are done strangely in Cyprus. Was it a shock to you, everything?
Well, the weather, okay, it was so hot, the summer. So I remember to started to train at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, it was like 6 o'clock waking up. So hot, the precision there in Cyprus. Then the league is surprised me in the best way. I had many information, but the level of the league is quite better than the people here in Spain think about Cyprus League. Yes, Pere Pons called me, Manu, I have the chance to go AEK this summer. I said, go. It's a really good team, and he's enjoying the season like maybe the last 2-3 years in ALAVES he didn't. The league is good, very good players who could play here in La Liga, in all the teams, in all the teams, in the big teams. There are many players who can play in La Liga. Okay, the culture is different. The football is really different. Less control, less discipline about tactical situations. But the quality of the players is there. For me, the Cyprus players, I have good players with me. I said to them, okay, because they looked at me, okay, Manu, you play with Messi, you play with, wow, it's amazing. I remember my friend Frangos saying to me this, and looking at me in YouTube, okay. And I said, hey, I am not better than you, okay. I start to work from 13 in the same way. Here in Spain, we have a culture, okay. And we are really professional. Our life is hard, like a sports people. Maybe it's the little different with you, because here your facilities are not as good as we have here, and your culture about football is different. It's it's different. It's not better or worse. It's different. Here we know we have to train hard every day. There everything is okay. Everything is good. Don't worry. Today yes, tomorrow okay. But they have the quality, and I think the progression of Cyprus football is going there. We saw this year Apollon, Olympiacos, Piraeus in the qualifying to Champions or to UEFA. Apollon did amazing games there, and Olympiacos. If you think about Olympiacos here in Spain, Olympiacos is a big team in Greece. Okay, Olympiacos maybe here in Spain is between the 10th and the 12th and the 5th team in Spain. And you think, okay, Apollon is between the, and now they say Apollon, no. And yes, Apollon is there, and Cypriot football is there. I think they are in the good way. They are working good. The stadiums are better. Now you have Alpha Mega. It's so beautiful. I want to go there. Gazipi, AEK, Papadopoulos. Okay, Paphos, I think, is also thinking about creating a new stadium. I know the facilities of Paphos are really good. The facilities of Aris are improving. Now they are training in Alpha Mega, in the stadium also. Okay, the clubs are doing better, and this will increase the level of the Cypriot football. And I think it's a football to enjoy. Okay, you have all the games in 1 hour. You want to go at home, you are from Omonia fan, okay, you go Omonia, you go against Apoel in the same city, you want to Limassol, 45 minutes, you go to Larnaca. You can support your team every week. And this is so good for football. The atmosphere in the stadium Not as many people as here in Spain, of course, but the fans were, I enjoyed a lot. For me, it was like remembering the football in 90s here in Spain, with fire, with people singing, many people from both clubs in the stadium. For me, I enjoyed a lot. I remember my time there with the last games on the bench with my Cypriot guys. I said, and they spoke me about players. Christophe, he was a really good player. He went, they bought him, and they spoke about these players. And for me, was football in Cyprus is really good. I like it.
Yeah, there's always a story with Cypriot football when it could be what happens off the pitch, in the stadium with the fans or with players. It's like a drama, you know. It's like a soap opera, you know.
Yes, it's so different. Okay, less control everywhere, less control in the organization. Okay, when we finish the season, it depends. Maybe this week, maybe okay. Here in Spain, everything is fixed at the beginning of the season. But then you realize, okay, they work like this. Don't worry, you will finish the season, and you adapt to this. But at the beginning, for us, it's like, no, we played on Saturday, on Monday or Tuesday. No, they changed to Sunday. Okay, come on. Okay, but I think this is the progress that the league is doing and will do. Okay, best teams, best players, and the competition will be better. And I think they are in the good way. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's all.
I wanted to ask a couple of questions about. So, you get off the plane, you arrive in Cyprus, like after the heat, because you arrived in the middle of the summer. So after the heat, when you get off the plane and the humidity, like what was the first thing that kind of hit you as like this is Cyprus kind of?
Okay, they lost my baggage the first day.
Yep, there we go. There's the one. Yep,
everything. Okay, the first time I left home in 9 years, I have 8 big package. Okay, I arrived there to Larnaca. No, come on, no. All the day traveling. Okay, the people. I have to say that for me, people supported me in my bad moments, and Cypriot people, not only Cypriot people, but Cypriot people especially, are really friendly and so good guys, good people. Not only in football. I make friends out of football. In the hotel I started to live. In one restaurant I went every time in La Isla in Limassol, and some supporters who went around us. I have some relationship with them, and you realize that they are happy to say to you, welcome to Cyprus. They didn't see you like, they are coming here for our money. They will no. Welcome. This is Cyprus. You will enjoy it. We will help you. We will enjoy with you. And for me, these Cypriot guys, I say to them, my Cypriot guys in the group of WhatsApp, are really special, and they are friendly, and they help foreign people a lot, and we felt them like at home. Even we were at the other part of the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, the first time in 10 years out of my house, because I was in Alaves. I was living in my city, in my family, with my friends, with everybody. My grandmother with me. Okay, everything. And you go to Cyprus, and maybe you can feel alone, and not. That was not. I feel really, really good, and I made amazing friends.
Oh, that's good. I think everybody we seem to have spoken to, I think the first thing they mention is the people and how welcoming people are. And as Cypriots, we have quite a lot of pride about the gopgase, gopgaste, come have dinner at my house. It's okay, I feed you, no problem. So it's something that we have a lot of pride in. So it's good to hear when people when we ask, what was the thing about Cyprus, and when you mention the welcoming, it's very good for us. So
just like that.
Yeah, it's what we do. I'm guessing, obviously, talking about the welcoming and everything, I'm guessing you were in Cyprus like just before, just after Easter and everything. You had the barbecues and all the business that goes on with the barbecues and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yes, everything. Okay, the food in Cyprus. Okay, you are really traditional. You love your family. You get together many times during the year. You have everything: the mountain, the sea. It's the first. They say to me, hey, we have the mountain there, Trodos, with the snow, and you can go to the beach, to the snow, to the beach. Okay. But then you realize that it's true. They have everything, and also yes, the people. It's kind, it's nice. I think yes, it's a good place to be in Cyprus, and good people to have around you.
No, that's great. So to move it back to kind of football stuff. So obviously we mentioned the change in manager in the season that you played with Aris. So they went from LOUKA to SHPILEVSKY. Kind of looking at it from the outside, it looks like the personality-wise, it's a bit like for like. They both seem to get fined quite a lot for the passion that they have when the match is on. So they both seem to be very. It looks like they are very passionate about the sport. But kind of like just looking at how the two managers kind of compare tactics-wise, if you're able to talk about that.
Yes, okay, they are really different coach style. Okay, with LIASOS is as passionate as SHPILEVSKY, I think. Really with a lot of character also LIASOS, and he's doing great now in AS. And I think he will be a good coach there in Cyprus. That's my opinion. Okay, with LIASOS we try to take the ball, to have the possession. I think we defend ourselves with the ball more than without it. I think our season were really good, and we were really unlucky in these games that we didn't win. We got 6 games without winnings, 3 defeats. But okay, against Apoel, we lost the victory in the minute 95. I remember that we were unlucky that time. And in my opinion, he was doing a great game, and we will win the season in the same way, because I think the team was working really good. But okay, they decide this. This is football, and they decide this. And with SHPILEVSKY, the style is completely different. He doesn't care a lot about the ball. He wants to play forward, to play vertical. And I think this year they have better players about this, more players. If I compare both roster about Aris this year and last year, I think there are more players this year. I don't know if more quality, but more chances where the coach can choose. And this is, I think, we played, my opinion, better games with LIASOS at the beginning of the season. Maybe this game with Apollon was the best. Also against Apoel, this game in Gasipi was really good. And in my opinion, his job was not complete when he left. And now SHPILEVSKY, I think he did the ending of the season as he could, with some players that maybe he didn't like. And now this season, I think he has the players he wants, of course, and they are doing good. But now the players will be tough, and the players will be which will say, okay, Aris did a great season or not. But they are different, yes. They are very different.
Oh, cool. So kind of Obviously the two managers have got two different styles, as you said. Where did you feel most comfortable? Where did you feel more comfortable with LIASOS LOUKA, or did you feel more comfortable in the team with SHPILEVSKY?
Well, I really think I can adapt to both styles. I played both styles, maybe more the style of SHPILEVSKY in my life than the style of LIASOS. I think Mr. SHPILEVSKY thought about me like I was a player to take the ball, to move the ball, like a Spanish player. And I said, in my career, I was more a player like you want to play forward, to press, more than a player to have the ball. The real situation is that I played everything with LIASOS, and I think I played good games. I said to everybody, okay, I am not dancing in Cyprus. I have to play hard, to be focused, to be fit, to play good. But I think I did a good season last year. And with the new coach, I didn't play 2 games in a row. I play only some minutes, only 1 game in the first 11, the first one against Apoel that I was playing good, but I played 55 minutes, 50 minutes, and then I didn't have this game. So I can't say, okay, maybe I think I can adapt to this style because I played this style most of these last years in my life. But the coach who takes me and said, okay, this is the level of Manu, LIASOS was the coach, because I played really good games with him. I have his confidence. I know that what he wants, and he knows what I am doing with the ball, without the ball. Okay, I know he validated me a lot, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay. So you go through the season. You've got to the qualification for the Europa Conference League, and the off season is about to start. So first of all, was it only a 1-year contract to start off with?
No, it was 2 years contract. Okay. But we had the chance, both club and me, we had the chance to cut this contract if we want it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the pre-season this year to Riga and then to Slovakia, and I played with SHPILEVSKY the New Year's, but I remember we had a meeting, and our feelings were not the same. We didn't try the same, we didn't want the same, and at that time we decided that it was better for both to separate our paths. And coming back to Spain, I had this offer of second division team, and I said, well, maybe I want to stay in Cyprus, I want to stay in Aris, but I want to stay if the conditions are good for me, if I will be validated by the team, by the coach. If not, I don't need to be suffering here. I have other chances, and it was a pity for us. We wanted to stay, but it was the decision we had to make.
No, understood. So you have the break with Aris. So like how quickly did you get the offer from is it Mirandes? Pronounced Mirandes?
Yes, Mirandes. Mirandes. Yes.
Mirandes.
Yes. In 1 week, more or less, I had the offer. My agents knew that Mirandes wants me. They want me the year before. And yes, it was really fast because it was August. The season was starting in 1 week, I think, and it was fast. It's a good club in second division who is betting in young players. We have many players on loan, young players from the best academies of the country. I have players from Betis, from Sevilla, from Real Sociedad, from Atleti Bilbao, from Real Madrid. And all of them are like 20 years old, 21, 18, 19. And only we are 4 or 5 players older than 25. I am the oldest. But yes, all of them are really young, and they will be really good players in some years, in a few years. And okay, I know that the club was really good, that my daily work was going to be as hard and as good as I wanted, because this is one I needed in Cyprus. The daily work, I don't want to say I need it harder. I want it better for the footballer, because okay, the facilities, everything is not the same here in Spain than there. I know Aris is working hard on this, but last year was not the best for us. This year they are training in Syria, now in Alpha Mega. Okay, this precision, everything was better. Okay, but for me that is very important, because I am used to working like this. Okay, if I am a coach here in Spain, or okay, I will pressure you a lot, but I will give you everything. And this is something I missed there in Cyprus a little last year in Aris. And I know they are doing progression in this side. But when I arrived to Mirandés, I knew that I have the daily work covered, and it was really important for me. And the season is being really, really good. We started bad with young people who have to adapt to a really hard league. The second league in Spain is a really, really hard league with maybe 15 teams that we are in the same level, and good players. All the teams have players that played in first division many years, and there are not big differences between the last 6-7 teams in La Liga and the 10 first teams in second division. So the league is really hard, and we started bad, but now we are in a really good moment, 9 points from relegation, and we have really closed the objective of the club. And we can say that, okay, these young players, if you see them when they began the season and you see them now, they progress. And I am also happy about trying to help them with my experience and enjoying the daily work with them and trying to play hard against them also, of course.
No, it's great. It's great because I'm just looking at the stats the stats for this season. But yeah, so it says you scored a goal.
One goal, yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season. Sorry.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Well, it was it was a corner kick. Okay, against Las Palmas. Las Palmas is being one of the best teams in this season, and they play against us really good games. We were 1-3 losing that game, and I remember I got into the pitch maybe in the minute 80, something like that. I had one chance. I scored in the second chance in a corner kick, and in 5 minutes later I started one play, and it finished in a goal. We draw that game. And Las Palmas said, what happened here? We could have scored 7 goals, and now we are 3-3. What is this? And it was beautiful also. Okay, I am used to scoring goals. Every year I score some goals, and last year in Cyprus, I had many chances and no goals. And I said, it can't be possible. I remember some of them, the goalkeeper of Agna, the goalkeeper of File, like they stopped me some goals, like no. Can be possible, but it was not possible last year in Cyprus.
To be fair, it seems like Aris seem to have this problem this year as well. Like they have scored a lot of goals, but when you watch the highlights of the game, you can see they should have scored like 5 or 6 in the game, but the goalkeepers are very good, or there's some chances that haven't quite gone the way.
I think Aris is really, really good in offensive side. Okay, they are really strong there. Many players, fast, quality, many options. If one is not working, another one. I think is the strength point of Aris.
Yeah, no, I agree. The attacking movement is fantastic. I think Stel and I, we obviously we talk about the games every week. One of the games when they played AEK, it finished 4-3, and it was like we were watching a basketball game. Like,
Yeah. Yes, I think that they feel also comfortable with the spaces to run. They want to run, and they are really dangerous there. Because of this, I want to see these playoffs, because I know the big teams know about them, about Aris, about the strikers, about the wingers, okay? And it will be tough for everybody, because playoffs are closer. The results will be not so big, in my opinion. I want to be, because it will be amazing. Many teams in short distances, and good teams. Paphos and Aris there fighting like the new guys who has just arrived. Apoel is there, leader. AEK, amazing season in Europe, amazing season in the league. And Omonia, Apoel are coming back. Okay, now they are there here. Sometimes maybe we think maybe Omonia another year out. Maybe what happened? Anorthosis is out, and maybe Omonia this year. No, Nea Salamina is there. Apollon, what happened? How many coaches? But okay, playoff started, and only Anorthosis of the big teams is out of the favorites, and now everybody is there, and playoff 10 games will be amazing, will be beautiful.
Manu, I'd just like to go back to the Aris project and the summer that you joined the club. Obviously, you joined and you've got a lot of experience. But then when I look at the other players that were signed, like Vana Alves, the goalkeeper, who won 2 Portuguese titles with Porto, Brorison, the defender who came from Malmö, he won 4 Swedish league titles. You know, Stepinski is scoring goals for Serie A and Serie B clubs. This project was always going to have a lot of potential because of the type of players that came in. But there's one player who, for me, has been excellent since joining Aris, and that's Bambica, the winger. Xavi Bambica is 22, 23 years old. Every time I see this guy play, he scares defenders. He scares them. He's so quick, and he's so skillful as well.
Yes, Babi. Okay, Babi is fast. It's amazing with the ball, without the ball. Okay, he has to improve in front of the goal, but he creates many chances. It's really good. Okay, the Aris project, as you said, has big names. Okay, players who played in the best leagues in Europe. Okay, it's not just about names. You have to create the team. For me, was the most important last year, no? To create the environment, to create the atmosphere, to fight together, because in football it's not possible to work 1 against 11. It's not possible. And the big clubs, the clubs who arrive to the trophies, the clubs who works together. So yes, if we want to talk, we can talk about many players of the last season, of this season. I saw most of the games, and yes, Babi was amazing. When you see him into the pitch in the trainings, okay, then he has to be more regular in his performance. Okay, maybe he has to score more goals, because he has the chances, he has the quality. He has to believe that he can score 5, 6, 7 goals, 10 goals 1 year. Yes, why not? Because if you see the highlights, as Thassos says, he has many chances every game. And yes, but there are good players, no? Stepinski is a really good player. He had the injury last year. It was hard for us. Gordon, the captain, okay, is top quality in Europe. Okay, he was crossing international team many years. I talked with him, and you can see that he's a top player. He was a top player, top player. Like the big teams we said in Spain, these 6, 7 teams in Spain, Gordon was that level. Which more? Cashew, okay, in the offensive side, maybe the best winger of the league, but he has to improve in the defensive side. Vana, who is doing 2 great seasons, really regular. Now I saw that they gave him the best goalkeeper of the second round. Okay, deserve it. He's doing really good, and we can continue. Struski this year, okay, you can see the quality, the power, how powerful he is. He wants to be everywhere. He fights everywhere with the ball. He's good in small spaces. But there are many good players. Spoljaric, Mati, amazing year last year. Maybe, in my opinion, the best 10 in Cyprus last year, in my opinion. This year is playing less. But for me, the most important thing was to create a team. To not only one player, this 1, 2, 3, 4 players. No, Aris. I wanted that. And if you create this, you are close to arrive. And I think last year we arrived to this. The players who didn't play a lot helped the team in the bad moments every time. And we have bad moments, of course, it's football, but we arrived to success at the end. And I think we remember, I saw the picture, I speak with them, and I said, this is what we wanted at the beginning of the season.
Lovely. Manu, we have done over 1 hour of talking, right? But I have some fun questions now, and then we can say goodnight and we do another show another time, okay? But I have some quick questions for you, okay? This is where it gets fun. Okay. So this is your career now. So can you think of the most difficult opponents in La Liga that you've played against, and the most difficult opponents in the Barathlia in Cyprus? Who are the 2 most difficult opponents you've played in Cyprus and in Spain?
Okay,
but you can't say Ronaldo or Messi.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
No, because it's easy. The question is very easy.
Okay. I will say one that surprised me a lot in these first games. Okay. Maybe Antoine Griezmann, I think, is in that level, no, with close to these players. But I remember Mateo Kovacic, this Chelsea player.
Yes.
The first game against him, like he started to run with the ball, and I was running without the ball, and I couldn't catch him. And I said, what is this? Well, many good players, but okay. If one, I want to say one like this, something like this.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Neymar, Messi, Luis Suarez, Kroos, Modric, Benzema. Okay, that's okay. Surprised me. Kovacic surprised me. And in Cyprus, let's see. Okay, I want to say in my position, okay, like midfielder. I would say Gus Leres, okay. I played against him some games. He was really good. Also the Lucas, the midfielder of Apoel last year. Lucas Souza, the Brazilian guy.
Lucas Souza, the midfielder, the Brazilian, yeah.
Was really good. He was hard also. Big battles against him. Yes, in my position, we can say these players. Okay, then you have Ndongalav, really fast player, quality player, good. Italia, the striker, also experience, good. Yes, this is what I remember more. Maybe I have to say also Ael, my friend Cito, at the beginning of the season, who was flying. I played against him with Manu Torres, the Spanish connection there in Ael last year. Like the ball was flying there. But yes, as I said, good players in Cyprus. If I think in each team, you have somebody like, ojo, be careful with this guy.
Brilliant. Okay, now think about your time at Aris. Yeah. Who would you say, do you think would be the best cook, the best chef? Which player?
in my, I would say Lenos, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I think. Yes, I think he can do a good barbecue, like you said, traditional one, good souvlaki, good. Why not? Yes, Lenos.
Okay.
Good coffee, of course. Good coffee. Yes.
Okay. What about a dancer? The best dancing, baila. Yeah.
This is clear. This is clear. Very nice. Super Yago is the best dancer.
Right, the defender, Cameroon. Yes.
Yes. Well, yeah, maybe the best dancer, maybe one of the best of the last year, and this season also, wow, really good performance. Yeah.
Okay. So, what about if a player was to be a DJ at a club, a nightclub? Who would be the best DJ?
Well, I will say again, Yago, but okay, I have another one. Mr. Delmiro could be the DJ.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
with the box every time. Yes, into the bars, in the dressing room. Yes, Mr. Delmiro, the boss,
Yeah,
Delmiro.
what music was he playing? What type of music?
Wow, it was good. Black music, like yeah, something different for me. I like. Yeah.
No reggaeton. No reggaeton.
No, less reggaeton than here. So it was good for me. Yeah, I like that. I love rock music, punk music, and for me, like reggaeton every time there in the dressing room here in Milan, there's reggaeton. And I arrived to Cyprus. Okay, Cyprus traditional music or Greek. I enjoy it also. It was like pop. It was good. I liked. But yes, the Miro is the DJ. Yes, he's the boy.
Okay. So after the game, you go to the locker room, you get dressed. Who spends too much time looking in the mirror, doing their hair, you know?
Stepinski, Super Stepinski.
Oh,
Yes. Yes,
okay.
Polish guy, but he's like an Italian guy. Really good, elegant, smart. Okay, good.
Okay. So who wore the worst clothes? When you look at what they're wearing, you're thinking, what is this? What are you wearing? Change your clothes.
Babika, Yago, Babika is worse. Babika is worse. Yeah. Hey, okay, we have to say that we have many different cultures inside the dressing room. I remember 17 different nationalities. So Babika from Gabon, me from the Basque Country here, we are completely opposite. So yeah. Oh, Babika, okay, he has some clothes that I have never wear. It's possible.
Lovely. And in Limassol, did you go to Limassol? Did you go to the bars or the restaurants? Did you have a favorite place where you went to maybe with your teammates or?
Yes, okay, it's clear. I said we spent many mornings coffee, the breakfast, okay, in La Isla. There is in the seaside, yes, in the middle of Limassol or something like that. Mutgiaka, like this. And wow, they were good guys. They enjoy football. The place is amazing. So wow, you are there sitting and you say, wow, this is paradise. And they are good people also, and they are like friends with my family. I remember them how they were with us, with my boy, with Marco, with my wife. Like we were a family. So yes, the most special place is this.
Okay, my final question, Manu. This is again about Cyprus. Okay, you mentioned before that they lost your suitcases when you got to Cyprus, but for me that's normal for Cyprus. But for you, what was the one thing that you saw that was different to what you see in Spain, but is normal for Cyprus that you speak to your friends about and joke about? Was there anything maybe you saw in the football pitch or in the stands or outside or when you're going out with your family? Was there anything that you saw? Because we see people parking on the pavement, we see people doing strange things, but we say this is Cyprus, this is how it works.
Yes, okay. I don't want to say maybe what everybody says. Okay, the driving style. Okay, you can park everywhere. I miss it a lot now. I cannot do it here. Which more about football? I enjoyed a lot that all the fans from both teams goes to the game, and this is special. This makes it special for the footballer, the player. What more? And then okay, this feeling that everything we will do it tomorrow. No, this is it also. Okay, tomorrow. I remember the word in Greek. How to say this? Like we will do it tomorrow. Avril. So this. But at the beginning, you said it's not possible. But then you said, okay, Abrio, I will do it tomorrow. Don't worry. You start to live that like them. You start to live them.
So you go back to Spain and you say to them mañana, and they say no, ahora.
Tranquilo, relax. Tomorrow.
Manu, thank you so much for joining us on This Is Mappa. I hope you can come back again and maybe we do the review shows together. We talk about the games. You can talk about your expert analysis about the games. We need this because me and Thassos, we love football, but we're not experts. You're the expert.
Okay, whenever you want. Thanks for your time. I will follow this playoff. I want to see the games. And of course, if you want, we can talk about football every time you want. And thanks for thinking of me and for your time, of course.
No, we really appreciate it, man. I know it's late.
Thank you.
I know it's late in Spain, and you need to go to bed. You know, get your sleep.
Got
Tomorrow you
training.
might be training tomorrow.
Yes, we have training tomorrow every morning, but okay, I am on time, no problem. Everything is okay.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Well, that's it from us for another episode. We'll be back very soon because we've got the playoffs starting at the weekend. Omonia against Abuel. Wow. So we'll be back soon. Bye, everyone.